where we have gotten to now, we have to make a decisive decision whether we are going to tolerate.
The forum brought together over 20 civil society organizations, many of them actively engaged in advocacy against illegal mining. The dialogue opened with the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Emmanuel Amakufibua, who gave an update on progress made in the fight against illegal mining. He revealed that comprehensive regulatory reforms are underway and 250 mining licenses will be revoked in the coming days. The coordinator of the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, NIMOS, Colonel Dominic Boa, issued a clear warning to illegal miners, stating that security agencies are coming after them and will deal with them.
We'll continue to burn them in the water. The forest reserve, whatever equipment we cannot use, we will damage them, including excavators. We'll scatter them into pieces in situ. His Excellency, Mr. President, with your permission, I would like to send this warning to illegal miners, their assigns and financiers, that they are the first or prime enemies of the state, and they will be dealt with as such. There will be no room for them to escape or to hide. NIMOS will smoke them out very soon.
The Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dominic Ayine, also announced that LI 2462, as amended by LI 2501, will commence in October 2025. He added that a new tribunal bill, which will create dedicated courts for mining offences, has already been submitted to Cabinet and is likely to be passed by Parliament when it resumes. He gave an update on some high-profile prosecutions.
And I'm happy to announce that in 2002, the police conducted very diligent investigations in respect of Akonta mining, but the docket was hidden until we came to power. In fact, when we came to power and I started the investigation with the the Lands and Natural Resources Minister and the Forestry Commission, we were finding it difficult to get information. Subsequently, the police themselves owned up and presented the docket to my office 2 months ago. So as we speak, the charges against Chairman Wuntumi, Akonta Mining, and 5 others have been signed as I speak. Currently, we are waiting for him to be read his right to remain silent, etc. Before we've asked that he should be brought from, Kumasi. His lawyers asked that he should be brought on Tuesday, but I'm insisting that he should be here on Monday. If he doesn't come on Monday, I'm going to order for his arrest so that he'll be brought to Accra. His rights will be read to him, and then we can start the prosecution. One
of the most debated issues ahead of the meeting was the call by some CSOs for a state of emergency to be declared, but opinions were sharply divided. Here's Bishop Antonina Asari, Auxiliary Bishop of the Archdiocese of Accra.
We urge you, Your Excellency, to provide the following: clear benchmarks that will trigger a state of emergency, visible prosecution of kingpins, including those named in official reports, the establishment of promised fast-track courts.
But security expert Colonel retired Festus Abuaji disagrees with calls for a state of emergency over Galamsey. GJ President Albert Jumfor is happy with progress made in the fight against illegal mining.
We, as part of the Ghana Coalition Against Galamsey, have been calling for the state of emergency. But having heard and followed the presentation today, I'm tempted to believe that we are on the right path. It is a matter of having progressive engagement and also getting the media involved in telling the story.
President John Mahama says he will not hesitate to declare a state of emergency in areas affected by illegal mining if Ghana's National Security Council advises that it is necessary.
Yes, I have the power to do it, but the president acts on the authority, not only on the authority, on the advice of the National Security Council. And as at now, this moment, the National Security Council believes that we can win the fight against Galamsey without a state of emergency. I want to assure you that the day they advise me otherwise, that, boss, now we need a state of emergency, I will not hesitate in declaring a state of emergency. But we do still think that we have the powers to be able to win this fight. And as we deploy more troops and we apply more resources to the fight, I'm sure that gradually we'll begin to see that we're winning the fight.
An executive of the Small Scale Miners Association, Henry Ben Smith, also rejected calls for a state of emergency.
But if your son is not doing well and you are not teaching your son what the right way to go, and you say, I'll kill you. Who has killed his son because the son has gone to do something wrong to that father? You will not do that. If you're a father, you're not going to do that. You need to rather give room and educate the person and direct the person where he should go.